And so we'll start with, what's your name and what kind of jobs do you have?
Hey, my name is John Ernst. I am a father. I am a husband. I have a law practice that I own. I am the mayor of Brookhaven.
And we're in your law practice office now, not some palatial, city-funded office.
Correct. We are in my nicely decorated law office.
And so your job as mayor is part-time when you can find the time. What's a typical day like for you trying to juggle your real job and being the mayor?
Well, typical days, I'll give kind of today. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get my son to the school bus. Get him in the school bus. At that time, my second son will wake up and I'll play around with him. But get him to school. The second son went immediately to a meeting on a mayor's meeting. Had a second meeting that was mayor, and then I run back to my office and put out fires and handle my business stuff. I have another lunch meeting with some folks to discuss city matters, and then I'll come back to my law office and do law work. Brookhaven is a city manager management system where the mayor is a part-time system. I'm more of the chairman of the board of directors as opposed to the CEO. So I don't issue orders. I just I help set policies.
And what is the number one thing that citizens talk to you about, on a day-to-day basis when you see them in the grocery store or when they come to a meeting?
My major job, and kind of goes along with this, I mean, right now it's traffic and density and land use is a major topic of conversations, but I have people talking to me about parks, development of parks. I have people talking to me about other development. I was just at the Starbucks when I was waiting as we got our coffee earlier, and a developer happened to be there and started talking to me about a project that he's doing. So it runs the gamut from some, and then all the time there's some political aspects of meeting with county commissioners and state representatives and other stuff. In a sense, I see my job as more a consensus building, to try to bring different ideas and different people together and to come with a decision to move the city forward.
And you're an Emory alumnus?
I am, class of '98. Major of history. I was one or two classes away from an art history minor.
So not political science?
Not political science.
If you were a student again today thinking you might see a career in politics or in public service of some sort, or as a lawyer, do you have any advice?
Well, first advice, if I'm a student, I would volunteer on a campaign. Or snaggle your way into actually being on a campaign. There's nothing like a campaign to understand exactly how folks are get elected, the strategies in there, and then why the politics are what they are. People go, why do people make those silly decisions? Well, in that decision, if you just take one aspect of it, it may seem silly, but in the totality of what's going on, and politically, economically, and all this other things, you have to. Those are how decisions. A lot of times, decisions are made. Give example for myself. Basically, I was a senior in college. Did not have a job prospect. I really hadn't looked for it. I was in my spring semester, and I got a call from a governor's campaign that had said, "Hey, I heard you wanted to volunteer somewhere," and I boldly said, "No, I don't want to volunteer. I want a job, and I want to be your driver." And they laughed a little bit, and then I went in for a meeting and I got hired. That campaign actually lost, came in third place in a primary, but because I was around, people got to know me. People seemed to like me enough. I was hired by the winner of that primary, who ended up becoming the governor of the state of Georgia. And so it's, don't always look for the perfect opportunity, look for the opportunities that you can have right now.
And we're on track to annex Emory's campus in the next, 2 years?
Oh, no, well, Emory has stated that they primarily would like to go to Atlanta. But if they said something different, we'd talk to them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.